Hello there and welcome to Sacred Symposium. It is Friday the 3rd of May. I've just done a tarot reading which you'll find on my channel, the YouTube, but I thought I'd just stay here in this position and do a little channel from Spirit to you as well. I've just asked who's coming in. I seem to have a Palladian collection coming in. But I thought, as I did this before, I thought I'd do it again. Just for this, I'm going to waft some sage around just to clear the energy again of all of those energies that came to help with the tarot. Can you see that smoke? Gorgeous. Oh, it's so nice. I just love it. And I always like move it over my head and my crown area, just because it's clears. Ooh, caught my hair. Hope that's not on fire. A little bit of sage. I think it's okay. If you see flames, just tell me. Thankfully I have no hairspray in, so this is it, isn't it? I was going to say it's live TV. Well, it's not really live, but I'm not going to redo it just because of that. And then I've got my little shamanic feather. So good. Such a nice smell. I mean, it does smell like burning, but it's richer, and it's got that sage back note, and it's really good for like antibacterial. It's really good cleanser of the air, even just to cleanse it for health. You know, if someone's got a cold, a flu, any kind of tummy bugs or anything like that, you should really have sage in the house, and you should sage every room. It just helps. So I'm just going to put this on the side now. Perfect. So I'm going to do a little channel. So I'm just going to get myself seated. I have my little stone, and I'm just going to see what they want to say. Sorry, I think my hair is all over the place now that I've got a cotton and burning sage. So Sacred Symposium is where I do a channel from Spirit. I invite Spirit forward and I see what they want to say. So it's just an example of channeling, a demonstration of channeling. And often, oh, Jacoby's coming in, who's my number one guide. Nice to see you, thank you. Okay. So it feels like there's a few different energies coming in, but certainly he's come to one side here. He is the guide that I used during mediumship. So I didn't think this was going to be mediumship, is it? I've got Bruce Forsyth. We're bigger than an 8, a 10. I've got that, the chunk. Are we doing mediumship? It's something about his wife. I don't know if his wife is, how she is health-wise at the moment. It feels like he's coming close to her. I don't know if it's an anniversary or this means anything to him. This is a surprise. I wasn't expecting this. Still seeing Bruce very much suited and booted in his like bow tie and suit, clean. He's dancing now because he was a dancer as well, wasn't he? He's dancing now, theatrical, spinning someone around. Who is that? I kind of hear like Miriam. Miriam. I'm getting a surname, but I don't want to say it because I don't think she's in spirit. It's like the razzmatazz. I've got like this whole show in front of me. And I think that's part of it, isn't it? It's the celebration. We think when people pass over that, you know, it's this they're still heavy, and mind you, Bruce has passed quite a while, and they do go through a period of restructuring and healing and development, etc. But it's all good vibes because they've lost the physical, so they've lost anything that relates to physical injury, physical disease, physical depression, and they're in the higher vibration, they're in a different aspect of life. It's wonderful, he's saying, and he's also saying that he is looking out for the masses that are passing. So there are a lot of people, as we know, passing. Cold. And the welcome for them. Okay, so he's saying that, people are passing in very difficult circumstances, and he is saying that those people in particular are getting the biggest, shiniest, most showbizy razzmatazz welcome. Because they are such courageous beings to have come for such a short time, to have come and witnessed something terrible, to have been a victim of something terrible. And I'm just seeing lights and almost like fireworks. It's not fireworks, but it's like that, lights everywhere. I've got some little people coming in, little children. They're actually playing in groups. They've found each other and they're kind of sticking together and they're playing. It reminds me of how you would see some of the refugee camps where you go and you see children, and they're in the mud and they're in little tents, but they still have moments of playing tag or singing a song or using a stick to twirl a wheel or something. It's just basic, but there's a joy and a childlike wonder and expression in that. And I'm getting it's almost like, and there's someone who's slightly older here, so there's a young girl who's slightly older here, and she seems to be looking out for these children as well and bringing them together, and brothers and sisters are together. There's plenty that have passed who are family. So this must be important to do, because I thought I was just going to channel, which I may do just towards the end, but I have to respect what is happening right now. And there's a lot of children even from previous wars here. So I'm seeing a particular sign, and they're wearing it on their hearts, a symbol. And so that's how they're identifying that it is not just the most recent wars, but there are other children from previous wars who are here assisting as well and helping, and their parents and their families. Oh. So I went to an exhibition once on the war and the regimes, and there was a gentleman there who didn't want to cut his beard. I think there was something that they used to put their beard in some sort of thing. He didn't want to cut his beard, and so he wrapped cloth around his head so to sort of hide his beard, something like that. But he's here. He's famous for doing it. I feel like he has a message. It's so wrong. He's got piercing eyes. He's saying it's so wrong what they're doing, what they're getting away with. No one has learned from the suffering of the past. It's like, humanity can't go through this again. It's, please learn the lesson now. Please understand that this is your time to grow up, your time to learn the lesson, the time to not be controlled by those in power. Don't just agree to everything. Yeah, that compliance that's coming in, that, that people just go along with what they're told, go along with what they're advised to do. No one's doing their own research. Kind of getting Halloween, hello, something like that. He's kind of coughing. I feel like he might not have been well. There might have been TB or respiratory stuff for him too. I feel like he's disappointed. Because it's almost like the war is still making people divisive. It's still not bringing people together. It's still being like sides. People are taking sides. And that's the problem. Because you'll never get resolution if you have opposition. Negotiation and ceasefire, I'm hearing, are important. He's bringing me to the Ukraine now as well. It's just trauma and just kind of reigniting old wounds. Dominating powers. And it's like those in power are kind of displaying that you or people are fighting for something, and that they have to fight for this reason because they have deemed this reason a good enough reason for war. But if they disagree with that reason, then they should say no. I feel there are more people coming in. He's not the easiest to understand. He's upset. He's angry. I feel like he's really trying to it's that thing, it's such a waste opportunity, a waste of time, a waste of people, their lives, and it's like if we don't see through it now, we never will, because this is almost our last chance to see through the manipulation. So we had a card in the tarot which sort of brought forward manipulation. So he's saying, if you don't see through the manipulation now, you never will. It's in front of your eyes, in front of your face. Corporations, big business. I'm not going to say that word, but give me another word. Those in power. Are so far removed from the regular person's life. They have no idea. And they may, in their heart of hearts, think that what they're doing is the right thing to do. But it's the people who have to show them that it's not. And the people have to show them there's a different way. So if the people are just causing destruction and division, then that's just a reflection of what the powerful are doing. So there has to be a massive change in human consciousness to unite. And that's how you fight, by uniting. he's kind of fed up. He's fed up with humanity. He's kind of throwing his hands in his air and off he goes. Thank you, sir, for coming forward. Bless you. He's saying he'll pray for us. He was one for prayer. Okay, we've got Theo's come in. So Theo is the colour. What did they call you again? The Duke of Burgundy or the Lord of Burgundy? Sorry. I'm just tuning in, tapping in, watching what he's doing. He's bringing forward the whole golden globe thing that you can surround. Actually, he's now showing me surround the actual earth with it. So a golden light. You can imagine the entire planet Earth surrounded in golden light, and that will help. That will help change the frequency, change the energy. If every single person who watches this has in their mind's eye the earth and then surrounded by this golden ball of light, that will help. There seems to be some recognition between the two. I think they were around at the same time, actually. Theo Gimbal. Or Gimbal. He's buried in my hometown. He's kind of pointing to that he did a lot of work with colour, and he's pointing to that colour is going to elevate. Oh yeah, I've got the gold as well in painting. That colour is going to elevate us. And we might feel that we can do nothing, and many are protesting and many are getting aggressive as well. But he's saying you can do simple stuff like use colour. You can simply wrap the entirety in golden light. And often people will say white light, but he's saying golden light. It's like I'm seeing him at a table and he's got like a map, you know, one of those maps that you have to like roll out, and he's okay, so he's, you know, you put weights down to keep it from rolling back, and it seems to be like a cosmic map, like a map of the stars, something about June. Some alignment in June, some cosmic alignment in June. Preparation, so get ready for something. Have your wits about you, I'm hearing. Avoid crowded areas in June. Interesting. It's almost like there is an undercurrent of something. So something might occur, which will be sort of the final straw, the straw that broke the camel's back. It's kind of like one more thing, and then everyone's going to go, hang on a second. Hang on, we need to actually face what is happening in the world, because there are all these different narratives, and most of the general public aren't getting information on many things. There's one narrative that is spoken of, and if you suggest or voice or be vocal about anything other, you are criticized or you're shamed or you're labeled something. So no one is willing to look at the truth. But it's almost like there'll be one final thing and then everyone's going to have to go, okay, I see the truth. I can see through it now, and obviously we have more information. Yeah, it's that whole thing of what has been done to us is wrong. It's time for the light. They're bringing me towards this light. It's time for the light. I'm just going to say thank you so much. If the energies want to just come forward for a mini channel now, because it might be easier, because I can spend time just watching kind of what's happening over and back, because I see it a bit like a movie. It's almost like you can see people walking in and walking out. But I would like to channel if someone can come through with me. I think something's anchoring in now. Okay, let's see what we get. Blessed beings, we are here, and we are full of joy to join you for this conversation. This one has been shown a lot in the last few moments, and some of it has registered with her, and we would say it is certainly time to prepare, time to get yourself to a place where you can sustain yourself for a period of time, be it a few months, in order to feel that security that you will need to feel should the energy move in the direction that it is currently going in. There are many who are sending healing vibrations to the planet and healing vibrations to humanity, even on your plane, working with earthing groups, healing groups, conscious groups, and they are attributing their energies to the cause, as are we in our spaces, doing our utmost to surround you all in protection and love vibration while you are going through this turmoil, this disaster, this destruction. There is a factoring in of the need to associate with beings who are high vibration, who are able to send to you a fluctuating ray of power, so that will enhance your being and your clarity, your vision, your ability to see beyond the... We are looking for the right word. Misinformation. You have been led astray many times over the last few years, and the powers that be will continue to change the storyline in order to support their own mission. And so we think it is vital that you begin to tune into yourself and attend to your personal mission. Do you understand that you have a personal mission, that you have come forward onto the planet to deliver something, to bring something, to embody a vibration, to add to the collective? You are seated here because you are a functioning, vital part. You are a player. You are a chess piece in this particular game. And so it is vital you understand and that you take time to focus on your mission, your contribution, what you wish to add to the majority in order to shift it. The minorities have been held back for so long, but they are beginning to rise and challenge that which is being thrust upon them, that which is being told to them, that which they have been advised is the truth, and it is not the truth. And it is a terrible wake-up when you do. It is very difficult for you to understand you have been led astray. It is very difficult for you to understand that your defined position was delusional. And yet here you are, receiving information, unwilling to hold that, unwilling to feel that, unwilling to change. That is the position that is under scrutiny. The need to change has arrived. The need to embrace the flow of the new dynamic, the new frequency, the new biology. That is all approaching fast. And through these terrible tremors, through these awful incidences, through this deceit, you have no need for war. Not any longer. You have a need for peace and mutual support and oneness and light. It is a difficult position, but it is coming through. If you were in the heavens looking down now, what would be your thoughts on this destruction? What would be your thoughts on this deception? What would be your thoughts on the traumas and the abuses that occur? Those souls who have hurt, those souls who have felt pain, those souls who are in fear and agony and are vulnerable, they need assistance. They need to see some hope. They need to see some light. They need to know that there is a better world. And how will they know that if you are engaged in divisiveness again? They can only know that if you are able to show them hope and joy and bliss and togetherness and oneness and love. How are they to heal their wounds if you are not there to be the salve to their wounds? And yes, it requires you to step up. Yes, it requires you to leave your own personal issues aside. But if you can, for a moment, embrace that your mission is to shine for these individuals, is to take them out of the gutter and shine for them so that they can find their light again, their truth, their brilliance, so that they can realize that they have meaning and purpose in their life. And that you can turn life around. And life can turn around for you. Of course, we are coming in with this higher aspect, this higher love vibration, this radiant experience, this luminous suggestion, because we know the reality of that, and we want to bring that forward so you can embody it. And when you embody it, then you can share it. You can be that beacon of light to help heal. There is massive destruction, and therefore there is incredible healing that is needed. There are healers that are needed. Learn from these healers. Life is not perfect, but if you can raise your vibration to move into this echo, this frequency of transformation, sending out that signal that you have overcome, that you have transformed, that you are now embodying light. The position that you have now is one of great responsibility. It is requiring you to add your energy to the repair of these situations. There are many situations, and many you are still unaware of. Many will shock you. So healing is needed. It is greatly needed. First, you must move through your own destructiveness, your own self-pity, your own self-indulgence, your manipulations, your attacks, your jealousy, your ego, your attachment. Those are elements which require you to become better, do better, be better. They are part of your being, and yet they teach you to be the opposite. They teach you to embrace the love, the non-attachment, the forgiveness, the joy, the support, the community, the consciousness. They ask you to rise out of the denser energy and into a higher frequency, so you can impart love onto yourself, onto your family, onto the world around you, first in your community, next to the world. Make a difference. That is how. We understand there is a great striving forward of energy for the resolution of many of these scenarios. And your striving is good-natured, we see that, but there is an equal, if not stronger, striving, pulling in the opposite direction. And so you can move forward with your good intentions. But the delusion is that the other has a strong foothold. And unless you address that, address the indecency of your controlling governments, your established controllers. You give power to these beings. Without you, they're nothing. Nothing. So withdraw your energy from them. Fill yourself with that energy. Seek the higher way, the higher road. Know the truth of the lies you have been told. Reconcile that. It is not your fault you fell for the liars. They are good liars. Do not let them put you into fear. Do not let them put you into exasperation. These activities, these atrocities, are to keep you in your lowest vibration. In your lowest vibration, you do not realize the power that you have, the being that you are. You feel weak, vulnerable, unsafe, fearful, angry, sad. All these lower vibrations will keep you resonating at their will. So, how do you manage your energy in times like these? We say shift your focus. Not 24 hours a day. It is impossible for you to do that at the start. But for a moment, shift. Close your eyes internally and ask for assistance. Ask for your holy divine energy to come and meet you, emblazon you, shed light onto you, readjust your frequency, reignite a spark of hope, open your heart. You can do so much in these simple steps that can transform everything. And so we say the inner work, even if it was those simple steps, those few, if you did them here and there, you're helping transform the world and yourself. You're helping us help you, and you're helping us manage the situation better. Because as you rise, we come closer. As you rise, you bring the level of the energy of the planet higher, and we are much more able to take command. But why they have you distracted from your magnificence? We are weeping because we are trying to reach you through channels such as this and remind you that this is an incredible story, this is an incredible time for you, and we want to guide you through it, and we want for you to understand you are not a victim. You have the ability to change everything. Take these simple steps that we mentioned. This little bit of inner work, introspection. Use it as fuel. because what is going on will weaken you if you absorb it constantly. And they want that. They want you to be weak. They want you to be in the palm of their hand. They want you to give you some form of destruction and then come and offer salvation. It is not salvation. It is puppetry. It is control. It is demonic behavior. There, we said it. The energies taking part in these sadistic rituals need to feel the force of your heart, the force of the love vibration. They need to feel that you are able to conquer your fears, your anger, your displacement. They need to feel that you are one and the same as your neighbor. They need for you to be that, to destroy everything that they are pouring through. They will have nothing if you are able to come together. Be careful of the hate that rises through anger. Be careful of that energy within you. It can eat away at you. It can destroy you and relationships. Managing your own frequency is essential to maintain your relationships. It's like having an expired cheese or substance, bread or ravioli we are getting. You would not want to sit in a room with it as it molds. You would not want to taste it as it disintegrates. You would not want to be there, ingesting this poison, being this poison, emanating this poison. Who would want to come and sit with you? This does not mean avoiding what is occurring. This does not mean ignoring what is occurring. Just be mindful of how it affects you physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Become aware of your internal state and recognize the damage that may be occurring. Are you aware that fear causes disease? That sadness causes disease. Hopelessness causes disease. Your strength is needed. Your activation is occurring. Become soldiers of peace, of righteousness, as Bob Marley would say. Know that this is time to return to balance. So much is out of balance, not just these wars, but in your local communities and within your environments, within your neighborhoods. There is so much destruction and abuse and devastation. There is darkness all around. So come back to you for a moment. Come back to you and yourself and ground your feet to the earth. And know that Gaia is there and she is powerful and she can send you a frequency which will make you feel safe and secure, giving you the option to open your heart, giving you the option to elevate, to draw down the light, to absorb it within you, to make you feel better, even a bit better. And in feeling better, you will be able to see some way forward. You cannot see when the dust is rising and it is affecting your vision and you can't make your way through and it is just blinding. But as the light rises within you, you will see past any storm, any clouds, any dust, and you'll rise up out of it. That is the change that is occurring. That is the change that is being spoken of. That is the change that is requiring adjusting to. As this one acknowledged, many have passed, but all are being taken care of. No one is lost. This is a incredible period of time, and your assistance and your desire to be here during this transformation, this transition, is so respected and honoured from this side. We applaud you. So feel encouraged, feel supported, feel cheered on. We are trying to reach as many of you as possible through means like this. And we hope that that leaves you feeling a solidarity with the beings of the stars, the beings of the heavens, the beings of the universe and universes. We are a vibration and we are ready to pour through each and every one of you to assist in the changing of the times. We just need you to acknowledge we are here and to accept. And you will know because it will feel good. You will know because you will do your due diligence. You will know because you will have set up protocols as to what you invite in. But thankfully, many of you have already done this. Thankfully, many of you are working with us and enabling us to assist you as you see the collapse of the old and the restructuring of the new world, the new earth. The time is upon us, so be mindful of looking after yourself, looking after those close to you. Of what you ingest. And what that does to you. There is self-responsibility here. There is no need for martyrship. It is not about dying to save another. It is about becoming. Becoming to save another. Thank you. We will step back. Thank you. Well, 50 minutes. Thank you if you've stayed this long. That is Sacred Symposium today. I was seeing a lot of Reiki colour during that. So it could be a lot of angelic energy, a lot of Reiki energy coming into. So yeah, I hope that helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it made sense. Sometimes the words are coming and in my brain I'm going, does that make sense? Is that right? But my job is just to keep speaking and it will be what it is. We're not perfect. None of us are. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Do give us a like, share, subscribe to the channel if you can. Press the red button, subscribe, and just let me know how it made you feel. Did it make you feel a little bit more hopeful? And did it remind you that actually our first step is in here and then we can go out here? But I'm not telling you what to do. I put it on for entertainment, so take it as you want to take it. But I feel it just, every time I get a channel, it just shifts the dynamic and I get a little bit more understanding of what's going on and how to look at something from a different perspective. Even if it's just a slight shift, you know, oh yeah, hang on, I can see what's happening here. And I can see what that leads to, and I can see how I become, and I can see how that grows, and I can see, man, that's a thing, right? But anyway, I'm yappering on. I'll leave you at that. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you soon. All right? Bye.